This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Welcome back. If your home is where plants go to die, like mine, then listen up. Achieving a green thumb is possible with a few tools and tips. Garden expert Susan Limestall joins us this morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
Yeah, great. This is exciting because I can't even tell you. I tried to make my apartment look nice, and I have all these indoor plants, and then whoop, they just don't last. What am I doing wrong?
Well, you have to make sure they're getting plenty of light, so even indoor plants need sunlight.
Okay, so that's probably what it is. Now, what is one thing that you find that beginners they don't do well, they just don't listen? Is it watering? Is it where they're planting outside?
If it's an indoor plant, they're probably overwatering. If it's an outdoor plant, it may not be a plant in the right location. Does it have the right amount of sun for the type of plant that is?
And now, also, not even thinking about sun, is there a better place to put a plant? Maybe if someone has an air conditioning unit outside, do you want to stay away from that?
Yes, plant away from your air conditioning unit. Number one, there is a lot of heat there, but it's also better for your air conditioning unit to have good airflow around it.
So now we have gardening tools here today. Walk me through a few of these.
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about trowels, just a hand tool.
Okay.
So there's several different types here. Something that's a very big blade.
Wow, okay.
Something with a smaller blade. This one actually has markings on it. And then here's one that's a little fancy that can do just about anything as well.
Wow.
You really only need one
Okay.
for most jobs that you're doing in your landscape, whether you're planting vegetable plants in your garden or some annual flowers.
Okay. So now what do we have over here? What are these
Well,
for?
I brought some tools that help with cleaning and preparing your tools. So I use a file in order to keep it sharp edge because I want the digging to be easier.
Absolutely.
But also to clean my tools. And you can see I brought dirty tools today.
Yes.
But normally you're just taking...
So that's how you get it off.
Get it all clean. You can wipe it with a rag. Once I have all the dirt off, I just take wadded up newspaper in order to finish the cleaning of the surface.
So it's another use for that newspaper that after you're done reading kind of just gets thrown away.
You really should not store your tools very dirty like this.
Oh, okay. So it's good after you use them to clean them off and then they're clean for the next time.
Yes.
What happens if you don't clean it off?
Well, they could rust, and this is actually the first trowel I ever owned, so it's still alive and working. But it does have a lot of dings and rust marks in it because it wasn't well maintained over the years.
And now, right now, Troy has been giving us some cooler weather. So what does that mean for our plants outdoors?
It's real exciting to go by your local garden centers and see all the plants and flowers. It's actually too soon for warm season plants like tomatoes and peppers unless you're planting in pots that you can protect or in a greenhouse. The ground is really still too cool for those warm season plants. They might survive if you can protect them on nights like this tonight or last night, but they just won't thrive very well. And
now we talked sometimes about if there's patchy frost that's coming in the overnights and covering your vegetation. How good is that? I can't even think that that's really going to help the plants and keep them. Usually if you use some type of a polyester cover or something, you'll gain a few degrees and that might make the difference. I actually covered a blueberry bush last night and some strawberries that are starting to bloom just to protect the blooming so that I still will get fruit later this season. Okay, and it worked out well for you? Well, I haven't looked at them, but it should have worked because I don't believe it got below freezing. Okay. Well, now, if someone is interested in starting with a basic plant that maybe is one that's easy to take care of and one that probably isn't going to give you too hard of a time, what's something that people want to try? You talking vegetables or flowers? Let's go flowers. Okay. There's a lot of ones that you can actually start right now. You can use pansies, snapdragons. They're cool season plants. They'll tolerate this cold weather that we're having. They will die out, though, as the season goes on and it gets too hot. So then you're looking at the petunias, the profusion, zinnias, any of the wave petunias. They generally will do better in the hot weather. And now when I go out and I pick flowers, I always want to go with the annuals because I don't want to take the chance with the perennials. So what is maybe your thoughts on that? They provide a lot more pop. Your perennials generally are not blooming all season long, so they are at different times. So if you have a variety of perennials in a landscape, you can plant so that you have something blooming and now something else blooms and then something else blooms. So you get a sequence of colors throughout the season. Very exciting. Well, a lot to take in. I'm going to have to go home and try everything to see what I'm really doing wrong. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. We're going to put all this information on our website, heartlandconnection.com. We'll link up Susan's information as well if you have any questions. But for now, we'll be right back.